Good morning and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing ye old what I eat in a day video, and today we are striving to be healthy. My diet's been a little bit of a train wreck. The past couple weeks I've just been really stressed and out of groceries, so I've been ordering a lot of food, like eating out a lot, getting takeout, doing those kinds of things that just, don't make me feel as good as when I cook at home for myself. So we're cleaning up the act a little bit. So we're going to do a healthy day of eating on this fine snow day in Missouri. Turns out it does get cold here. So it's a Wednesday, but I don't have rotations, I don't have school, I don't have anywhere to go. I have plenty of homework to do at home, but I do have all day to cook for myself and make myself food at home. So I decided we were going to show that today. And side note, I really did not think that it would get this cold and this snowy in Missouri. We had like negative temperatures all this past week, and with the wind chill it was like -20, and it was just horribly cold outside for the past like week and a half, and we actually got a fair amount of snow falling. So there you go, Missouri does get cold. So here's the lineup of everything that's going to be going in my smoothie. Of course, we got a liquid, which is also source protein. It's pea protein milk, and then also protein powdered peanut butter. I started adding cocoa for the antioxidants after I had a rotation with a woman who has a private practice here. She adds a tablespoon of cocoa literally just for the antioxidant activity in it. So I thought that was a great idea, and it really actually doesn't change the flavor as much as I thought it would. I thought it would add like a chocolatey, maybe even bitter flavor, because unsweetened cocoa is quite bitter, but actually really doesn't change the flavor all that much. And of course I have my chia seeds and ground flax seeds for some of the fats and fiber that are in those seeds. My berries, because A, I just love the taste of berries, B, of course they're high in vitamin C, they also have antioxidants, fiber, water, all that good stuff. And then my leafy green, that's just spinach. I had been out of berries for a while, so I hadn't been doing my smoothies as much. Been doing like oatmeal and stuff instead, but I'm glad to finally have gotten some more groceries. I did try it with peaches, and that was also really good. Peaches instead of berries, and that was really delicious. But anyways, cup of milk, 2 servings of this, which is a 1/4 cup total, tablespoon, and then like about a cup. Like I'm probably going to use up the rest of what's in here. Just maybe a little bit more than a cup, maybe about a cup, something like that. And then I usually do about a cup of the berries as well. And then I just add water as needed to get it to blend properly, because this little blender is not the strongest. So sometimes it needs a little bit of help. So I'll add like hot water just to get some of the frozen things to melt up a little bit. Otherwise you can hear the blender suffering. So that is what goes into my smoothie. Here we go. We got the milk, the seeds, the cocoa powder, the peanut butter, powdered peanut butter, spinach, and berries, and just water to top it off. I'm also going to take my multivitamin / supplements with my breakfast, my smoothie. So from top to bottom, that's a just general multivitamin at the top there. Those 2 in the middle are a probiotic, and then those bottom 2 are just some extra vitamin D, since I have been deficient in the past, and it's also the middle of winter and I am getting no sunshine. So that's all I take. So real quick, I just wanted to talk about what cleaning up my diet means for me and the time and resources that I have, and where I'm like starting from to where I'm moving from. So I am wanting to move my diet to less processed foods and like more fruits and vegetables in my diet. So instead of having like Gardein, like chicken tenders and stuff like that, even though I love them so much and they're so good, I'm choosing more things like just tofu or tempeh or beans and things like that, and trying to sort of like move back to foods that are just less processed, have less people's hands on them throughout their like journey to the grocery store, right? So instead of like the like potato crowns that are so delicious and crispy, just having like a baked potato instead of something that's been more processed. They're both potato, but I'm trying to have, again, the less processed one. And a good thing for me, I actually really do enjoy vegetables. I really like roasted vegetables, and it's super easy for me to just roast them from frozen. So I have like bags and bags and bags of frozen veg in the freezer right now. Might not cook some up today because I did just make some soup last night. You will see that later because I will be having some today. So I might not roast those up today because I do have some soup that I need to eat. I don't know, maybe we'll probably will. I like my Brussels sprouts. So I'm trying to have, you know, Brussels sprouts and broccoli and carrots and things like that take up like half my plate at lunch and dinner, just so I can really get those, you know, macros in and all the fiber and other compounds that are in broccoli and Brussels sprouts and things like that that are just good for me, and I feel really great eating that way. So that's what I'm trying to do. And then have a quarter of my plate be some kind of starch and a quarter of my plate be like a protein item. If I'm eating beans, and the beans they do count as both because they do obviously have a lot of starch in them, but they also have enough protein that when you have it cover like half your plate, if you have like, you know, a cup of beans or something, it for me counts as both my protein and my starch in one little package. So yeah, that's where I'm trying to move my diet towards, is to just have less processed. Doesn't mean no processed. Like obviously I still had that like pea protein milk for breakfast. I'm gonna drink protein powder and things like that. But I'm just trying to include more whole foods, more than I had been before. So that's what I'm trying to do. Hopefully I'll be successful. I've had a pretty good run of it before this past week and a half. When I was just really stressed and ran out of groceries, but you know, we're not gonna talk about that. So yeah, I know that I can do it, and I only have to cook for me. I don't have anyone else to cook for. So I have the time and I have that as an option. So that is what I'm trying to do for myself. But please don't think that you have to eat the way that I do to be healthy or to be healthier. I just uploaded a video talking about how to actually start eating healthier and how changing the diet that you already have, slowly one little change at a time, is how you can slowly like move your diet to something healthier. So I'm starting at a place that might be like end goals for some people. You know, again, like I like vegetables, I like to eat vegetables. That might be a real struggle for some people because some people just don't like them, which is understandable. Like there are some things that I just don't like and don't eat. So yeah, just please remember that you do not have to eat the way you see anyone posting what I eat in a day videos to be healthy, and eating the way that they do is not going to make you look like them. It's not going to make you have the same like lifestyle as them, and you know, social media is a highlight reel. So most of the time when people are posting what I eat in a day, we're posting either a really good day or just a really like junky fun day. It's usually like those two opposite ends of the spectrum. So yeah, just take everything you see on my channel or anyone else's with a grain of salt, and remember, you do not have to eat that way, and they probably don't eat that way all the time either. So I just got done with the gym, like actually literally just now got done with the gym. Waiting for my car to heat back up because it's 19 degrees outside, which is actually an improvement. It was below freezing this past week, and with the wind chill, it was like, feels like -20. So yeah, waiting for my car to heat back up. But since the roads are all snowy and pretty crappy, there was like no one there, which was super nice. Super nice, because I'm antisocial when I work out. Like I just want to go in, do my thing, and get out. So yeah, there were very few people, which is great. I didn't go crazy today. I took kind of an easy day because Aunt Flo is in town, so I kind of feel like crap, but I went anyway. So I did my usual like 10 minutes on the bike to warm up, and then I did shoulder press, bicep curls, and tricep. I don't know what they're really called, but they work your triceps. I do that as like a little tri set. So I did that, and then I did some squats. I literally just used the bar. Yeah, I feel like my squat is still like super broken. I feel like my hip flexors like just need to like strengthen up. Like they complain when I do squats, and I'm like, this is not how it used to be. So I really need it. Like honestly, maybe I should look into like booking a few sessions with one of the personal trainers just to see if they have any like tips for how I can improve my broken squat. Because obviously, like I've been sitting at a desk the past 5 years in like undergrad and stuff like that, so I'm certainly not the athlete I used to be. I honestly wouldn't really consider myself much of an athlete anymore. So yeah, I feel like that's definitely probably changed like my mobility in my lower body, not just my upper body, because I noticed it a lot in my shoulders. But anyways, squat is not looking super hot, so I was just using the bar, just trying to like feel it out, see what's going on. And then I did some lat pull downs. I did some other stuff, but yeah, that was the gist of it. So I just kind of took it easy. It was really nice. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna have a little protein shake, and then I'm gonna do more homework because I always have more homework. So that's where we're at. And here we have our carbs, protein, and fat for a little snack. Just a cut up apple, peanut butter, and my little protein shake. And my mail.
So this is the potato soup that I was talking about earlier in the video, and when I was eating this, I was just eating dinner with my roommate, so not gonna lie, I still feel kind of awkward, like pulling my phone out in the middle of dinner to talk about my food in front of my roommate, so I just took a picture of my dinner instead. But within this soup, there's a whole can of beans, canned corn, several potatoes, a bell pepper. I used a can of full-fat coconut milk and just a whole carton of veggie broth, and just a little bit of leftover textured vegetable protein that I had. And of course, some delicious seasonings. My personal go-to favorites are garlic, always garlic, just a little bit of onion powder, and like salt and pepper to taste, and it was very, very good. I also just ended the night with a sweet little treat of one of these little coconut chocolate Unreal bars, and that was also very delicious.